It is called the Great Train Set, a new exhibit that opened today with a members-only preview at the Liberty Science Center. As News 12's Brian Donahue tells us, great may actually be an understatement, especially if you grew up here in New Jersey like the man who built it.
If you've ever taken a train through Hoboken, you know this waiting room. But you've never seen it like this, in breathtakingly detailed miniature.
Is everything about it, every single chandelier, every single pavement in the floor, every single wooden pew.
Hoboken's old Lackawanna train station is just one small corner of one Jersey boy's sprawling, chugging, lifelong labor of love. A 3,000 square foot train set recreating the old Lackawanna Railroad from Hoboken through Sussex County and into Pennsylvania as it looked on July 26, 1952. John Scully's 8th birthday.
We'd go by a train, I'd say, Mom, Dad, come on, let me watch this a little bit.
He made them stop the car.
Yeah.
On that day, that Scully's aunt took the budding train buff on a ride from the family's vacation cottage at Cranberry Lake in Sussex County to Netcong. Decades later, Scully, a successful investment manager, hired a team of architects, artists, archivists, engineers, and electricians. They spent more than a decade building this train set in the basement of his Long Island home.
Some are holding newspapers with headlines from 1952. It's like that kind of detail.
In recent years, Scully and his wife Regina decided the train set needed a new permanent home. The Smithsonian was interested, but well, this just had to be in Jersey. Jersey City's Liberty Science Center was happy to provide a new home.
That's why John wanted this at the Liberty Science Center.
That's
and quite
where I wanted
frankly,
it. Absolutely.
And then we needed to rebuild it because it was never made to take apart. So unfortunately, we had to cut in the middle of buildings. We had to rebuild the whole thing, rewire the trains, because here this is going to be so popular.
At first glance, it's literally jaw-dropping.
Oh my God, it's so nice.
Hours later, I was still hunching over, peering into houses and shops to marvel at the detail. From Hoboken's Maxwell House and Lipton Tea Factories, to Netcong, to Cranberry Lake, to the old train station in Andover, and even the Metuchen neighborhood where Scully grew up. There he is, playing baseball in the yard.
you are meeting John Scully at age 8. It's true.
Yeah, I still haven't grown up.
And so now the Great Train Set will provide us all a ride back to that day in 1952, carried by the endless horsepower of one man's memories and imagination. All aboard, everybody. I'm Brian Donahue. That's Positively New Jersey.
All aboard indeed. The Great Train Set exhibit opens to the general public August the 6th. It is included in the general admission ticket to the Liberty Science Center.